Data technology, we probably got that a year ago.
Probably 3 years ago. I'm a Taurus. Never change something that works, but fuck, it doesn't work. Let us play along with our toys and the thing. Okay. The catalyst. Tell me about how the process of writing the lyrics under the gun, or all of them, because the first couple of songs says wishing for the end to come. The first one, blackout. What's the, if there is a common thread to
Well, I think that neither of us are the people to ask what the lyrics are about, because neither of us wrote the lyrics for that song. But
but
that was one of the songs that Mike came in one day and was all, we listened through a bunch of stuff, and then at the end he goes, oh yeah, by the way, I did this too, and he played it, and it had the hook, and it had the lyrics, and it had pretty much the almost the entire song, almost down to the structure. And he played it, and I just remember kind of going, fuck, that song is cool. and it felt basically done from the very beginning, from the very first time I heard it. So I like that not that many songs come out of the gate like that, I remember the same thing kind of happened with Breaking the Habit. Mike came in one day, we were working on other things, and he goes, oh yeah, by the way, check this out. And I listened to it, and I go, that's the fucking best song I've ever heard. Are you kidding me? I couldn't even perform that song without crying for a year. I was like, I can't play this song! And it was, I'm just I didn't even I didn't write it, and I think that's why I liked it so much, is the fact that it was, I got to become fans of the songs. And so, in that sense, I have no idea where the lyrics came from or what they're inspired by. So I get to enjoy it just like the fans enjoy it, and make it about whatever I think it might be about. So, but I think that's a really good choice for the first single. I think it represents a different sound, but with a really good intensity.
Yeah, also
that people are used to.
There's a lot of shit in it that it wasn't. I wouldn't say it wasn't there before, because obviously you always find out stuff. But production-wise, if you know production, it's you kind of push a little limit a little bit more, different from anything else. It sounds stupid, but I talked to a guy and say obviously didn't get what I meant. But
yeah, it's hard to describe what the record sounds like, and I think that with this record we had a lot of fun creating sounds and finding something that. I remember Mike was trying to for days he kept trying to make the sound that he kept saying, I hear it in my head and it's not anywhere, and he kind of went completely insane. and it was that kind of search for the right thing that made, I think, for a lot of guys, made this record a lot of fun. It made it like I said, we were playing with our toys, kind of enjoying the process a little bit, and it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch those sounds come together and be able to be put into a format that sounds like a great song.
I was watching. We did because we have video cameras rolling a lot of times, so we have a little documentary that's gonna. I don't know where it's gonna go, what it's gonna accompany, but it shows the process of making the album. And I watched it for the first time last night. Going through the final stages of getting that done and preparing that. And as far as making sounds and working on the production element of what we did with this record, I didn't realize how crazy that looked or is until I'm sitting in my living room watching it, with my wife, and I'm watching myself and all of us sitting on a room, banging brooms on things, and
like a bunch of test lab chimpanzees.
I'm already thinking in my head what the fuck am I doing? What's going on right there? And I'm kind of watching her, seeing is she getting the same read off of it? And she turns and looks at me and she's like, what the hell? What are you guys doing? This is what you're doing when you're up in the studio? You're sitting around banging on old toys and trying to make the Fisher-Price thing make noises, and so when you watch it back, you're kind of it's a little bit crazy. But
Is this the part of like the viewing of the docs, or all the interactions are part of the new?
We always try to give our fans as much.
Because you said when it comes out, you're gonna have a lot of shit that comes with it.
Yeah.
Also, tell me about the fan possibility. Fuck. Crazy people, they're gonna go nuts with the Fisher toys their own, and then come up with. Tell me the process. I mean, you're gonna peak.
It's always funny to watch like Joe, like with that Fisher, with that little kid's toy from like 1985, do something to it, and then go like, check this out. It's like twisting knobs and like you're just like, wow, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, Joe. But at the same time, it's fun to see like. People, it's fun to see the other guys enjoying the process like that. But in terms of like giving our fans stuff to play with too, we're always trying to figure out new ways of like keeping that connection between us and the fans as close as possible. And so we have a contest right now out where we've delivered on MySpace. We've delivered some stems of the Catalyst. And people can mix those pieces however they want and do whatever they want to them, write their own music over or whatever and put them together in whatever fashion they feel they like. And the response has been overwhelming. I mean, there's thousands of entries of people remixing the song, and many of them are excellent, like really, really good.
Many of them are not.
And many of them are exactly what you would think when you just hand people stuff to play with. But at the same time, I think the nice thing is that we're putting these things out. Some of these fans are going to win an opportunity to do something, and be a part of something that we put out as well. And I think that's what we, hopefully that's what fans want. They want to have things to do. They want to be. I always felt like when you hear a band's music for the first time and you become a fan, you kind of feel like they're your band. And in a way, I think this is the first time any band has ever kind of allowed other people to be a part of an album that they're making.
Yeah, especially the new guys that come up. Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. We try to do as much for the fans as we can.
How do you know and when do you know is he's going to be a winner, a guy, or it's a side contest that at the end they're going to funnel into it? Hey, Mister from Michigan, you fucking.
Yeah, I think the contest runs to the end of this month, I believe. And then at that point...
Who's going to pick one? You guys? Or...
I think we're going to pick... Yeah, we'll pick definitely at the final stage. I don't think we're going to siphon through all the entries ourselves. Actually, I should
Mike
probably say
has.
I'm not going to... Yeah. That's exactly what I was like. I'm not going to listen through all the entries, but I can't speak that Mike won't because he is a little...
The guy shoots up work. It's like he lives on it.
The ongoing joke, and it's actually, it's only a joke because it's partially true, is that Mike does have more hours in the day than anybody else. Like, he doesn't have a 24-hour day. He has probably like a 32-hour day.
Still trying to figure out how he does it.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, but he definitely gets a lot of stuff done. I haven't quite figured it out.
Yeah, that's
I think it's. Have you seen The Illusionist?
Yeah.
Where his identical twin brother, like nobody knows about him, and he just kind of comes in and out, slips in the darkness. Yeah, that's what he does. Mike has he has a twin brother that no one knows about that kind of steps in every once in a while.
There's just those people that a busy day for them is like a busy week for me. And I just look at it and I'm like, how did you ever get that much done?
Right.
What is the downtime? Just researching some shit is the downtime.
I'm telling you, there's another Mike.
The artwork on your album has always been important for you guys. What is do you know if any, how do you get your ideas? What is the process, you, tattoo-wise, image-wise, life-wise, is important? How does the process come to get a cover and the art to work on a cover?
This album is unique in a sense that we've actually been working artwork in conjunction with the record for almost like the last 2 years. No. And which usually, I mean, traditionally maybe you finish your album and then you try to figure out how you're going to present it and package it. What's the cover going to be, whatever. And Mike and Joe and their interest in art has put us very much ahead of the curve on that, and they've been on top of it. researching different graphic artists and stuff, and then kind of linking up with the guy Josh and then another company as well to just start creating art and visual content that can inspire the music and also be inspired by the music and kind of work back and forth. And so at the end of the process, we have a ton of art, we have a ton of visual content, video content that we're going to be incorporating in our live show, and with the goal being that everything you see will be kind of on the same page, whether it's the album artwork is done by the same set of people as the merch, as the video design, as the video content you're seeing in live shows. It's all going to be done by the same guys, and have the same continuity, which is cool. And it's awesome for me and Chester and the other guys in the band to have Joe and Mike and their interest and background in art kind of steer that ship, because if nothing else, it's like I'm completely comfortable that we'll be represented visually very well, and also in line with kind of where the band's at.
And more download time for you.
Yeah,
you get the Debra comes in.
I mean,
it's just more work that I'm not doing.
No, I didn't mean that. No.
Yes!
That's what I mean. There is the twin brothers says, okay.
Yeah, some guys have it figured out, and some guys,
No.
I'm just working on bass solos.
No. Well,
you can quote me on that.
Write it down. Tour. You've been in Europe in October. When was last time you were there? Are you planning to go to Italy? I don't think so. Maybe you do.
We need to go to Italy more.
Yeah, we need to go to Italy more. I agree.
Do you go? You don't know. This time when you go to Europe.
On this tour, no.
On this tour, no.
No, that's okay.
No.
They saw you last time. And they move around. They got to move around. Where do you go?
We're going to Germany. I think we have like 150 shows in 3 days in Germany.
Nice. Those German people.
Yeah.
Very efficient.
Yeah, we're playing the UK,
nice.
Germany. I think.
Germany. Berlin is the best right now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Plus the Dutch. They're great.
Yeah. So I can't. I mean, honestly, we're still in such. We're still like mixing the record, and it still kind of feels like even though the record's done, it kind of still feels like we're working on the record still. Because I mean, honestly, I think we just named the songs like 2 days ago. You know what I mean? And we haven't given anybody the go ahead on these are the final names. So thinking of touring right now is just kind of like, oh, okay, it's something I need to be ready for in a couple months. You know what I mean? So it's So I honestly I don't think anybody in the band could tell you where we're playing.
I'm just
except Germany and the UK.
In my head right now, which is not a great place to be sometimes, but in my head right now, I'm just starting to try to figure out how we play these songs live. We don't write collectively where we sit in a room. We haven't ever really played any of the songs until it comes time to start touring. And so when we finish a record, we have to kind of all sit down and say, like, these are the components of the song. How do we play it live? Who's going to play what? How's it going to function? Am I going to play bass? Am I going to play a keyboard to cover that? Is Chester
I'm
need to
reading
play
the lyrics on a piece of paper. Does
Chester need to play a guitar? Does Mike need to play whatever?
Does Mike need to play bass, drums, keyboard, and sing?
Yeah, so
we're still trying to figure out how to get Mike to play more than one instrument at
when
a time.
You do that, do you go someplace with people
to figure it out?
We might actually just
try
have...
out. Like once you figure it out, do you go to a bar? I don't know, some place that you guys go. I don't know.
I think we're actually going to try to have Mike be the only one that goes on tour.
Play
all the songs by himself.
Digitally,
one of those one-man bands,
and we'll just kind of like
bells tied to his wrist.
Yeah, we'll just kind of have like projectors put us on screens and stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
No, but you go like when you try out. Do you try out in front of people like I don't know, like Beck and goes to his bar or whatever,
No,
you just do it by yourself,
Just our crew.
Yeah. One thing, the video game. I read about the video game. They beat yourself. Tell me something. There's a video game that you have.
Yeah, iPhone app. 8-bit.
Yeah, iPhone. Yeah. So tell me some stuff about so we can tell them where. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, this like a couple of us had been talking about that, and Joe in particular has always been into toys and the idea of trying to do a video game for a while, and the opportunity came up to do 8-Bit Rebellion, and the most interesting thing I think that came out of that was, as we're moving forward with technologies and things like that, the idea of kind of getting music out to fans in different ways, and we were able to include a song that we hadn't released prior. I don't think we've released on any other format, called Blackbirds. So when you beat the game, which is a pretty simple game, I mean, it's not like it's fun, but
it's not Angry Birds. That fucking thing drives you crazy. You know what I mean?
Because they keep coming up.
God damn that
Actually,
I mean, literally, dude.
He just sits there swearing when he's playing it.
Honestly, like, every person I tell about it and they do it, it's like crack. They do it once and they go, oh yeah, that was okay.
No.
And then the next thing you know, like 3 days later, they're like in the bathroom, like playing it. They're like, what have you done to me?
No.
Eyes are bulging.
But yeah, the other thing too, like, a couple of us are on Twitter and a couple of us just have other outlets where we end up kind of getting yelled at by our fans. But one of the things that I hear all the time is that it takes too long, between records or anything like that. And we've definitely been trying to figure out a way for us to do everything we do touring wise and put in as much as we do into our records and get stuff out quicker. And I think this was almost in a sense a way to be able to get songs out and try out a new way of kind of presenting that in a way to fans, because the more things change as far as CDs and records, I think that the opportunities just get that much kind of cooler and different to try new formats for people hearing your music. So who knows, we may be able to do a follow-up to it, or it would be cool, I think, to do like a different format, whether that's like on the Xbox 360 or Wii, do games of different things like that, and then also present music in new ways like that. It's just kind of fun.
Yeah, it is. Plus, an interaction with the guy is fine. With the people at home, or whatever they are. It's
5 out of 6 of us, I think, are kind of video game dorks to begin with. So, grew up with it and can't kick the habit.
If you are, everybody, you have your own game, but everybody is into some shit. Because if you're not, then I don't want to know what you do. I don't know if you're not into some shit like bugging out here and fuck you. Are you doing that? No, then I don't know what you're gonna do. It's fuck. You're killing somebody. You're doing some shit that is not right. Now.
That's exactly why I play it.
Better than the alternatives.
In terms of in your life 2 years ago, anything changed? And I don't mean the gossipy. In your life 2 years. Anything change? Anything? I don't know. Say you grew up? No, I don't want to grow up. And I don't mean that. But anything that also was coming to this point. I don't know. Just something to tell.
Time keeps flying faster and faster. I mean, 2 years is like a couple weeks or something like that. Okay. My kids, my oldest son somehow turned from like a little kid to like a guy that lives in my house, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? He's 14.
Hell yeah.
He's a freshman this year. So, it's
that freaks me out. I don't even know.
I'm just like, oh my god, I have a kid in high school, and I feel like I just got out of high school. But it's weird. The difference between 23 and 25 is so different.
No, but you said like 12 and 14.
32 and 34 feel like the same age.
Does your kid say some shit about your music?
My kids?
Yeah.
It's funny because like I think almost in a way it's like not cool to be into your dad's band. You know what I mean? Seems like a pretty obvious choice. I know my kids they get my records and stuff and they listen to the music, but I think they're all so different. My 2 youngest ones are just kind of my 8-year-old's like just kind of like starting to. Video games are still still that age. Video games and toys, not so much music. But the older you get, like you start getting into your teens, and all of a sudden like music becomes like music and poetry become like and art become like the thing that is a really great way for you to express yourself. So they're starting to want to play like instruments and do their own thing, but we don't really. I asked my oldest son what he thinks about Marnie music, and I asked my niece, she's 15, she lives with us too, because I feel like they're going to give me an honest answer. They're not going to give me like an answer that my kid would give me, which is, "You're the best, Dad!" You know, like, "I know, I love you too, and you're the best." You know, and my oldest kids will say, "Yeah, that's cool," and I go, "Oh, wonder what it is about it that's not that cool," or they go, or they give me, you know, "That's really good," you know, and I kind of gauge our collective efforts with like opinions like that, you know.
Can I not tape you? I have a camera, like a video, not a camera, a phone.
Yes.
Can you just say hi to Italian fans? They put on the website. Is it something you can do?
Like a little video clip?
No, but like 2 seconds. Like is it something you can do just for?
Yeah.
We're not coming nearby, or no, in our new.
They were not coming, but thanks.
No, the like you, the one you just said that for the. It's just
yeah.
You have the contest. Just have to replace something.
Sure.
Let me do this in a second. Here we can go. It's just stupid thing.
Sort of saying kind of hello.
Yeah. To our Italian fans.
Excelle. The Beast. Excelle, I ragazzi.
What's up? How you guys doing?
We're Linkin Park, and we want to say hello to all of our fans out there in Italy. And if you want to get involved in the new record, you can go to our MySpace page and remix some of the tracks from our new single, The Catalyst, and submit them. You might make the record. So check it out.
Vai sul sito, prendi il track, lo remixi, glielo rimandi e Linkin Park ti fa qualcosa.
Ciao.
Ciao.
That's all the Italian I know.
Ciao.
Fettuccine.
Yeah, fettuccine. Any word you know in Italian.
Spaghetti.
It's okay, it's perfect.
That's all
And I'm done. Last for me, it's not going to be a picture of the two of you.
Sure.
Just again with this, she comes and with the picture, and I'm done. And I really appreciate you guys.
Thank you for coming.
Tape this, Roberto.